Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to do something a little different than what I normally do on my channel. I wanted to talk about my piercings. So if you like to see this video, just keep watching. All right guys, so see, same makeup, same day, not even gonna front. I just finished filming the clean makeup video, my thoughts and stuff like that. So I just decided, let's wear the makeup and see how the makeup wears by doing this another video. Didn't even bother to change the clothes. You already know we're social distancing, we're at home. I'm working from home, about to start as soon as I finish this video, and I didn't feel like changing, so no judgment, hopefully. But anyway, so piercings, you either love them, you hate them, mixed feelings, sort of, kind of, whatever. But this is about piercings. So yes, if you look in this ear, you will see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different piercings going on in this ear, and I have 3 over here. If you are new to my channel, hi. If you're not, you know I am an educator, so a lot of times I just like cover this up with my hair. And you know, if I have to expose the side, I'll normally like put hair this way as opposed to this way. I mean, you know, you get the idea. So I can cover it up, whatever, but I love my piercings, so I like to show it off whenever. And you know, my principal / director, she doesn't have a problem with it. So, I mean, she talks about me, but you know, what can I do? I teach adults, so I'm good. Okay, now that I finished rambling, let's talk about piercings. Let's talk about pain level and would I ever pierce that place again. Okay, so piercings. Why don't you keep saying like that? The first one, of course, this is like, you know, the first piercing that you get is your lobe piercing most of the time, and you get it like I got this as an infant, don't remember it, whatever have you, but I do remember the other two piercings because well, the second hole I remember because I got that as a teenager. Well, I actually got these 2 as a teenager, maybe 12, 13, maybe older than that. But the third hole did get a keloid on the back on both sides, so I did have to close it up. And the second hole, yeah, that stayed. Now, to me, lobe piercings are probably the most minimal pain. Yeah, it's like boom, one like that. You don't really feel it. And a lot of times, like for these piercings, I did go to jewelers as opposed to piercers, like tattoo shops. So you know, you get that gun and they stick it in your ear and poof, that's it. So pain level, we'll say that's like a negative, well, say a 2, just to give it some kind of pain, but it's not really, it wasn't really bad. Now, growing up, I grew up in an era where, you know, you wear the big hoops and stuff like that. And so these 2 holes, I believe, actually split. So yeah, I know definitely is the second one. Oh, it's the second one. Okay, sorry. This one split, and let's see, this one didn't. So it was just this one. It split. You can see that like mark right here. And I had to let it heal and all that before I could put an earring in. And then these the front lobes are kind of exaggerated because, of course, I used to wear like those heavy earrings because that's before you knew that you can get hoops that aren't actually heavy. I was a kid, what you want to say? But anyway, all right. So the third lobe, I actually recently got re-pierced, and recently, I'm gonna say within the last 2 years, this is when I started my whole piercing. Well, not started, but started to get a lot more piercings. I believe I pierced this in 2020, 2018. I believe, don't quote me, but I went to like Piercing Pagoda, and I mean, it's not, if you look, they're not even. Oh, or are they? I don't know. You guys let me know. Are they even? I feel like they're not. Yeah, I feel like this one is more in. But anyway. And I know one of these had like a bit of thing, because it wasn't that it was keloid, but it was just like a bump was there. And I shouldn't even say keloid, because if you say keloid, it's like, okay, why would you go ahead and re-pierce it? So I'm not going to say that it was keloid, but it had like a bump back here, but not like the, you know, the keloid is like the extra skin. It didn't have all that, just had like a bump. Okay. So when I went there and pierced it, it hurt kind of, it was interesting, because I was like, wait, why is that so, why is that so what, Patricia? Why is that so, like, a lot more painful? So we're going to bump that pain level to like a 3. So everything else was like a 2, but this was like a 3. It was kind of like very annoying. I was like, okay, what's going on? And then it took forever to heal. You would have thought that they were like higher up, but yeah. Anyway, all right. So before I got the third hole reopened, I did pierce my cartilage. I'm sorry, my daith, Patricia. All right, so my daith piercing is this one right in here, and right now it is a heart. This piercing probably hurt the least amount out of all of the piercings that I have in my ear. I literally, it was done quick, it was done well, and I had absolutely no problems with it. I pierced it in, I believe, 2016, 2017, somewhere around there, and maybe a little bit earlier, nonetheless, somewhere in that, between 2015 and 2016. So one of 20. Yeah, anyway. And I am a migraine sufferer, so I did pierce this in the hopes of, well, yeah, I'll get some relief from my migraines, which I did. I know some people say that it doesn't work, but for me, it did work. It worked for about a year, and it was pretty awesome, because my migraines went from being off the charts to being like a 4, sometimes lower, and then I had breaks, because normally I do not have breaks between my migraines. Like I have a migraine episode for years, and I had a break, so it was such a good thing. When I pierced it, it was like almost instantaneously. I just felt amazing. So, and then as I got it, as I was thinking about it, I was like, well, you know what? If it doesn't work, I can just take it out. It'll close up, boom, boom, and that'll be the end. We don't have to worry about it. So that's why I did that, as opposed to anything else drastic when it comes to ridding yourself of migraines. So that's that. After that, I went and I saw a picture of one of the soap stars, like the, you know, like the general hospitals and things like that. And she had a double helix. And I was like, oh, I like that. She had 2 hoops, one here, one here. I was like, oh, that's so cute. Maybe I should go back and get a piercing. And I kept looking at it. I saved the photo. I Pinterest some air. I forgot what it's called. It's not called air art, but I forget what it's called, but it'll come back to me hopefully before the end of this video. But anyway, so I was like, oh, I like that. I'm gonna get those. So I went back to the guy who did my daith and pierced these 2, the double helix. So cartilage, double helix, whatever you want to call it. That's these 2 piercings right here. So if I need to move closer, I can. 1 and 2, hiding them. Everything else, just those 2 right there. They hurt. But it was like that, but you did feel pain. So we're gonna bump the pain level. That's like a 7. We're gonna put that up there, because it is painful. And they do take a long time to heal, because they are constantly getting hit. Like especially, you know, you gotta learn not to sleep on the side that you have the piercing, or put like the neck pillow if you have piercings on both sides. You have to remember, if your hair gets tangled in it, it whoosh, takes it up there with you. So all of that stuff, it does take a long time to heal, and it can like get infected if you touch it a lot. Sometimes you need to just like change the earrings that you have in, and just, you know, treat that spot with some tender loving care, because it is a beast to heal. All right, So my last piercings, I got them at the same time, and that's up here. That is the flat, is what it's called. So these two piercings up here are the flat, and I pierced them together. Again, going to this, so for the date, the double helix, so these two, and then these two, I pierced them at a tattoo shop. So I actually had a trained piercer, and he went in and he curated my ear, if you will. Okay, so the flats, out of every piercing that I have in my ear, this first one, so the smaller of the two, that hurt. We're gonna put that pain level up to an 8 because it hurt. I was like, oh my goodness. Now, if I say it's an 8, it's painful because I have an incredibly high tolerance for pain. Like I said, I deal with migraines every day, but not just that, but I mean, pain. So yes, that's these two up here. They're called the flat area. It's the flat area of the ear. And yeah, so those are my piercings, pain levels. And I started to say, okay, I wanted to do something else up here, but I wear glasses, and my piercer, he was like, no. His name is Ashley, by the way. And I'm going to link his information down below because he is amazing. If you live in Georgia and you're thinking about piercings or even tattoos, you have to go to this shop. They are the best. It's called Lucky Draw Tattoos the Third. And they are so amazing. They are super nice, and I never have any complaints. But anyway, so that was a plug for them. But if you live in my area of Georgia, then you would, they're kind of, I feel like everybody knows of them. But again, piercings, I'm trying to think, make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, the top, so for the flats, they healed relatively fast. They don't give me as much trouble as the double helix. And even now, I say double helix, but people also call it cartilage, but that's actually where it is. Even now, like how I'm manipulating it now, as soon as I finish this video, I'm gonna go put some something on it just to clean it out, because I have been touching it a lot and I don't want it to get irritated or anything like that. I use sea salt and warm water to clean it. I've used alcohol to clean it, even though you're not supposed to, but if I feel like it's really, really irritated and possibly can be infected, even though I really haven't gotten any infections with it, I will put some alcohol in it just to be on the safe side. Probably why I haven't gotten any infections. But my number one is the warm water and sea salt. They do give you when you first get the piercing, they tell you to just clean it with the Dial antibacterial soap and a Q-tip, wipe it around, boom, you're done. I even do that sometimes. Like if I feel like they got really aggravated and again irritated, I'll do that and then follow up with my sea salt warm water solution. I feel like that's the best thing to combat germs and things of that nature. I feel like I'm done, but I keep looking at this ear like, oh, it's kind of plain over here. At first I wanted I thought of a rook. I thought of what is this one called right here? Tragus. But I was like, if I use earpieces, so I don't think I want the tragus because it's gonna keep hitting it and it'll just make it bad. I wanted to do a conch. I wanted to do a conch in here, but Ashley told me that my ear, I didn't have any more space. I was like, something else could go here, but we'll see. We're still negotiating. But he's like, no, don't put anything else in that ear. So I may put, if I do a conch, I'll put it over here. I feel like every time this is like my third time making this video, and every single time I do it, I feel like, oh gosh, I missed something. And that's why I never upload it. So hopefully I've touched all talking points. If I haven't, and you have any questions about piercings, then just leave it in the description, the comment section, and I will just try to answer it. That's all I got, guys. I think my next video is going to be tattoos, but but we'll see when I'm going to do that one. All right, so until my next video, bye guys. All right guys, shout out to you. You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this informational video about my piercings, and I hope you just, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. It wasn't too long and too boring. If I missed anything or you wanted to know anything else about piercings, just leave it in the comments and I will definitely try to answer it. If I don't know the answer, I'll call Ashley and he will tell me. So until my next video, shout out to my babies, Mary, Martha, Charlotte, my little prince. I love you guys. I love you all. Hey everyone, please remain healthy and safe during this time. Again, love you. Until my next video. Bye guys.